Yo, welcome back. I started something yesterday. I just want to give you guys an update of what I'm doing. I'm actually working on a Tahoe. Now, the Tahoe, I didn't film the first part of it because it was late and I was hot and I was irritable, so I didn't film none of it. But this is the second go around, and I started working on it pretty late, so I didn't film that part either. But I will show you the next steps and maybe even finalizing the fix. So this is the Tahoe here. It was crashed on the driver's side, and if you can see here, I have a new fender and I have the bumper been test fitted, and now it's getting ready for paint. So what I did sand everything down, primered it, and then I'm gonna shoot the paint and then clear coat. The hood wasn't damaged, but the hinge was damaged on this side. Right now it's up a little bit because I don't have no fender or anything on it, but once I put the fender and hood, the rest of it back together, that part will drop down. Now it was sticking up way worse than this, and I took the hinge off and bent it back, and that fixed that. So the next thing I want to do is go grab the fenders and bumpers. Let me show you guys back here. Let's see. Go back in the paint booth. So that's the bumper over there that I primed. I just gotta wet sand it, and the fender is over there. So I just gotta go grab that stuff. I'm gonna go grab that stuff and bring it up to the front so we can wet sand it and get it done. All right, so I got the fender and bumper up. So what we're gonna do right now is just wet sand it so I can get it ready for paint. And that's about it. So let's get started on that. All right, so what I'm doing is wet sanding with, sorry about that. All right, there we go. Wet sanding with 600. And what I'm feeling for is for smoothness. Now when you spray primer or anything, it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough out of the gun. I mean, not terribly rough, more like I want to say about a 1200, 1400 grit filling sandpaper. And the crazy thing about it, when you wet sand it with 600, is normally what I use, it's real smooth. It's, with the water you don't feel anything. It just feels like, almost like glass. Not quite. But I was feeling for any rough textures like this front bumper, because I haven't sanded it, but this feels real smooth. So that's why I'm gonna put my base coat on. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with the front bumper. All right, so I got the bumper and the fender painted. I didn't want to bore you guys with that. If you've seen it once, it's pretty much all the same thing all the time. So I didn't want to bore you guys with that, but I got it painted. Let's see, out of A to F scale on the paint, I see I got a a B minus. That's either a B minus or a C plus, because it did get a little bit of stuff on it and bugs landing on it as usual. Other than that, it actually looks pretty good. Yeah, got the typical small little gnat looking bugs all over it. Not much. There's one right there. I'm hoping I don't have to, most likely I'm gonna have to sand some of the areas. Wet sand and buff. Like this area here. Just so it'll look nice. I don't want it to look like, even though it is a backyard paint job, I just don't want it to look like a backyard paint job because I don't want it to. So I'm gonna continue to work on this. I need to figure out the lights. The daytime running lights are not working. Check the fuse. The fuse is okay. I even replaced the bulb, but it's still not working. I'm not sure if it's the connection or what, but I'll figure it out. Gosh darn it, I don't have my voltmeter. It's up at the storage as usual. Yep. But it's okay, I'll figure it. I'll get it together. All right, be right back. All right, got it all done. I forgot to film putting on the bumper, but I did film a little bit putting on the fender, but that's it. She's all done. So the problem that I was having was with the, let me zoom out there. Two things. The headlight situation, it has more LED lights and little running lights, and the daytime running lights, I think the daytime running light module that controls it needs to be replaced because the daylight running lights they stay on even with the car off. I even pulled the fuse. They went out then, but then when I plugged the fuse back up, then they came right back on. So, and also I installed some fog lights. That was pretty easy. I am missing the Chevy emblem. I just gotta let them know to get another one. I'm sorry, my throat is dry. I've been sitting out here all day in this heat. And that's pretty much it. Other than that, it turned out pretty good. I have just a few spots. I accidentally had a little scratch here when I was putting it on, and a couple little nibs over in this area. So what I'm gonna do is probably just wet sand and buff this, and maybe just buff the hood and that door there so it'll blend in pretty good. The covers for the toe areas, we don't have those, and we don't have the Chevy emblem. But other than that, that's pretty much it. Everything else is, oh, and also it's a plastic, black plastic air dam that goes right here. It's missing that too. That is also needed, but I'm happy with it. I just gotta do some little touch-ups here and there, as in wet sanding and buffing. It kind of doesn't really need it, but I kind of want to do it just because it has a little more orange peel than your normal. So I'll probably go ahead and just redo that. And that is about it. Well, thank you guys so much. I am tired. I am so tired. I think it's like 105 out here, and I've been out here since 7 o'clock this morning. I believe it's a little bit after 3 or 4. Yeah, it's after 4 or 3, because when the tree hits all the way over there, then I know it's after 3:30. So I don't want to bore you guys anymore, so thank you so much. Please comment, like, subscribe. Until then, I will talk to you guys later.